Welcome, you're on Run for the Hills with Amber Pritchard, and this is my guest.
Chase Terrell, Carney Man, head sales guy of Chillin' Reel, the most advanced piece of redneck engineering on the planet. The only koozie you could fish with. Yeah, it's a little family business of ours, so guys, just before we get started, let you know what it is. Like I said, handline fishing reel on the side of your koozie, so when you're taking the float trip this summer, getting Star Spangled Hammered on the 4th of July, you can still throw a line out, catch a fish and a buzz at the same time. So that's what we do. Guys, we've been featured on Shark Tank, Good Morning America, today's show's Christmas gift guide with it, Amazon bestseller, and that's what we do.
No kidding. Yeah. I didn't know Amazon. Okay.
No, yeah, Amazon flew us out. What month are we in? It's in May. Amazon flew us out, probably 5 or 6 months ago to Seattle for their Amazon Accelerate conference. It's one of their feature sellers. So they sent like a whole documentary crew to our warehouse and did like a 10-hour long shoot.
No way.
To make it was the coolest thing ever. So it was a 2-minute video that came out of this 10-hour shoot, but it was on this giant IMAX screen, and it was at their Accelerate conference in Seattle. So there's, probably 5,000 to 10,000 people in attendance, and then 20,000 to 30,000, watching that. So it was really cool. Really,
I can imagine you being on.
Dude, I was on an IMAX screen. On IMAX, it was dope.
That's so good. That's crazy. So weren't they going to do a documentary on your family? Yeah,
so we had a company out of LA that reached out to us a couple years ago they were looking for a small family business that was, they said, decent with money and fun on camera. And they saw our, TikTok page and watched some of our videos and said, and saw our Shark Tank episode and said that we met that criteria. So they wanted to do an episode with us. The only problem was, since we had just aired on Shark Tank like a year before, and Shark Tank technically owns our TV rights for, I think it was 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, so we weren't able to go forward with it. It's just, so they owned our TV rights essentially to our life story for 3 years, which just expired because we just hit our 3-year anniversary from Shark Tank a couple days ago.
So you could get on TV.
So we can now. So yeah, if there's any any production companies that want to make us the next Duck Dynasty,
that would
we can do it now. We can do it now.
Oh, I would love to see Jake on there.
Dude, he'd be great. He'd be great.
Yeah.
We got a fun family business, man. My 2 younger brothers, so Amber, for the viewers that don't know, come on, we got to tell them. We grew up throwing rocks at houses together when we were 12 years old. And now we get this.
Rocks at houses. No, more like you throwing fireworks at me and calling me to come down at 12 a.m.
Okay,
and then
dude.
I get fireworks thrown at me.
Look, sometimes you just got to throw fireworks at your friends, and I can't remember why, but there was something deep in me. Yes, all right, so for the people that don't,
the baseball team.
Yeah, it was the whole baseball. It was my birthday party weekend, and we were 12 or 13 years old at the time, and it was you and a couple of your other friends, and I remember you texting me oh yeah, I'm with such and such, and I was oh yeah, let's get the girls down here. And because we were 13 years old, instead of planning on hey, let's try to flirt with these girls, what we thought was, hey, let's hide in the tall grass in front of my parents' house and throw fireworks at them when they come walking up the road. And yeah, so Amber, you're one of my closest friends that I've ever thrown fireworks at.
Yeah. Oh, what a good time. Were you there when we would get on the hill and get the lawnmowers out and we'd put it in neutral and race down the hill?
Just race down, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of those things would be getting going fast, man.
Oh yeah.
Redneck engineers, that's what we were. And that's what I say about Chillin' Reel all the time, is it's redneck engineering. So it's literally in our blood to do this.
Yeah. No, that's really neat. So did Jake, how'd you guys come up with that? Jake, did he?
So my stepdad, Jake, he's my dad. He married my mom when I was 7. So he's dad to me. But we were out at the beach a few years ago we were down in Destin, Florida for one of my brother's baseball tournaments. So it's a whole bunch of families from our hometown. We're wading out in the water, just drinking beer, hanging out together. And my dad's the kind of guy, he can't just drink beer and do nothing. He's got to be doing something. Well, the beach was way too crowded for a fishing rod. We had a dozen poles with us out there. But, you start swinging a rod around a crowded area, you're going to get some dirty looks. So Dad comes out with a beer, just in his koozie. And he's got fishing line tied through the bottom of the holes right there. And he's throwing lines out and he's catching fish left and right. while he's drinking his beer and just wrapping it around his can.
No
The only problem was, he could only throw it, a few feet. Every time that he would throw it out or anything, his beer would slosh all over the place. So that's kind of when the wheels started spinning. And, we started saying, like drinking and fishing, it's been going together since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Is there a koozie that you can fish with? And we did a little bit of research, found there wasn't anything on the market like it.
That's crazy.
So we ended up, designing one ourselves. And the guy that helped us design it, shout out, Scott Cooper from Sand Springs, Oklahoma. He grew up playing baseball with me. He was an engineering student at Oklahoma State at the time. And my dad had helped him, get some scholarships to play college baseball, some schools before he went to OSU. And my dad called him up and was like, hey, I helped you get those scholarships. Like, I need your help now. So my dad goes to OSU's campus, and him and Scott, spend a few days down in the engineering labs, like 3D printing, different prototypes and stuff like that. And eventually they got the one that worked, and been chilling and reeling ever since. And, another fun fact about the chill and reel is we almost never even got off the ground, because first thing that we needed, like after we got our prototype designed and got the patent on and everything like that, we needed an injection mold company to make them here. And being made in the US was very important to us. Like, we could have gone to China if we wanted to and gotten them made for literally like just a complete fraction of what we get them made for now. But we wanted to stay made in the US. So my dad is going from injection mold company to company to company all around the Tulsa area. And he's getting different answers from every single owner. One guy told him, that's a cool idea. I'll make it for you, but I need at least a minimum order of 100,000 units on top of, making a $20,000 to $25,000, $30,000 injection mold. I can't remember, it was 6 years ago, but it was $20,000 to $30,000 is what it was going to cost us, plus a 100,000 unit order. And I mean, we were just starting out. Like, we can't guarantee, 100,000 units. Like, that's insane. And we had another guy actually tell my dad, it's funny, but I don't want to take your money for this bad idea. So he was getting shot down and shot down and shot down from different plants saying, yeah, it's cool, but we need at least this order, or it's a dumb idea, I don't want to take your money. And my dad goes into the fire station one day and he's talking to the other firefighters about it. And one of the guys goes, hey, have you actually talked to my uncle owns Royal Vista Plastics over in Broken Arrow? And my dad said, no, I hadn't, didn't see them, haven't heard of them. So went over and talked to him and showed the guy the chill and row prototype. And the guy said, dude, that's hilarious. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll make your mold for you. And we've been with Royal Vista Plastics making them here in, Broken Arrow since then. We started making sales at the end of 2019 and all been made in the USA. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's been like 3 years since you guys have had this up and running?
Yeah, so May 13th of 2022 was when we aired on Shark Tank. But we started making sales at the very end of 2019, and that was like our first like officially kind of making sales. That was when we got a booth at the Fair of the Heart. It's a women's boutique show in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And before that, it was through 2019, 2018-ish, the first sales we really ever made were me and my dad going down to the Destin Harbor, and we were walking up and down the boardwalk with a backpack full of chilling rails. And we would throw a line out, catch a fish, someone come and go, dude, like, where'd you get that koozie? That's an awesome koozie. And we'd say, right here, man, that's how we started, $10 right here, back then, like, I told my dad, I was like, I kind of feel like a drug dealer, just like coming down with a backpack full of goodies. Mm-hmm. And we're catching a fish, sell 2 or 3 out of our backpack. Catch a fish, sell 2 or 3 out of our backpack. And that's how we really got started.
That's crazy, and the hustle.
Dude, yeah, like guerrilla marketing at its finest. Like literally just walking down with a backpack full of goods.
And these hillbillies out here in Oklahoma.
Hell yeah.
They eat it up, bro.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, the thing is like, so now, I mean, we've sold right around 500,000 of them so far, all over the world.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, a lot of people like to drink and fish at the same time. You know, you get 2 birds stoned at once with the chilling room.
Yeah. I feel like I would mess it up somehow. But I think, no, like it was 2 years ago, and me, Drake, and it was like a big group of us. I don't know if you were there.
No, I remember seeing the pictures. You guys were out at Keystone. It was Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, and Drake took it out, and he we were just sitting there for a second.
Yeah, because Rosser caught some fish with him too.
I was like, holy cow! I was like, does that thing really work? And they're like, oh yeah, they were catching fish all night.
Well, like that's the thing that I try to tell people is like, whenever I'm working shows, fairs, festivals, or whatever. So that's my main job. Is like I'm the carny man of the company, so I go to like different fairs and stuff like that around, and people come up and ask me like, dude, can you really catch a fish with that? And I say, yeah, like we did not invent handline fishing. Hand lining's been around since the dawn of time. Mm-hmm. All we did was make it to where you could drink while you're doing it. We just put a little hand line reel on the side of a koozie so you could literally just drink and fish at the same time, man. Yeah. Mm. So it's one of the things that I tell people is like, yeah, Steve Jobs didn't invent the telephone. Yeah. He just made it a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah. What is your goal for?
What's the goal? Here? So, I mean, we're a small family startup. The goal is to get into a bunch of big box stores and eventually sell the company. And we're about 5 years in right now. And what they say is it's like 95% of businesses, don't even make it through their first 5 years. And we've really just hit our first 5 years. And we've accomplished more than what we ever thought we would at this point. I mean, to say like we've been on Shark Tank, Amazon bestseller, one of their feature sellers at their Accelerate conference, Good Morning America for Father's Day gifts, twice on the Today Show's Christmas gift guide. Like, we didn't see this coming.
And you're on
and we're on the Run for the Hills podcast, baby! Yeah! Yeah. Nah, man, it's been going good, and there's something about being an entrepreneur, you can never shut it off. Like if you really, because a lot of people say like, oh man, I'm always one idea away from, $1 million. I'm one idea away from, from a new company. And like, you're right. You're one idea away from $1 million. But what you also don't know is you're one idea away from working more hours than you ever have in your entire life. And you just kind of you just got to keep going, man.
Right. That's very inspiring. It's very inspiring. Yeah. Especially, I mean, you guys are from Manford, small town family. Who would have known that you guys would make something like this?
Who'd have thunk it that the rednecks made it to the big stage?
Right. Yeah. You just got to keep going. Who would have known? Crazy. But so.
Well, like I say, it just seems like yesterday, like we were throwing rocks at houses together when we were 13 years old. Now look at us.
Yeah. Let's be careful about that. We might get sued.
Oh, it's all right. They don't know whose houses.
Yeah. So what do you think about this Boston Title Abstract restaurant?
This is a nice restaurant. I tell you what, this would be a date spot for sure. Like, oh yeah. This is an awesome date spot. I mean, Boston Title, this is definitely a spot I'd want to, because I've never been here before.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful restaurant, really cool, low key, like
underground.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that neat?
This is it's cool vibes, man.
You don't have anything like this in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
But we are in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have anything like it. But if you go right here, there's like a secret room. You hit the library books and you just push the shelf out of the way and you're in a secret room.
Oh, that's
It's
sick.
like a whole other dining room.
Dude,
right
yeah,
there.
this is a cool spot.
I know.
This is a cool spot. I'm glad you suggested this spot to do this, actually. Yeah, I've never been here.
And the food's amazing. So.
Right on. So how about you? Like, how's the podcast life doing, man? Like, you're going all over the place talking to really cool people, man. Like, this is awesome.
It's been great. It's been a blessing.
That's awesome, man.
I didn't expect to ever be here. But someone asked me the other day, one of our friends, they were like, why start a podcast? I was like, I just had a lot of shit to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had a lot of shit to say, and
you just got to say it.
It went great. I mean, I'm getting a lot of views, and I'm talking to a lot of cool people and networking, and I have 2 sponsors so far. I don't know. Never thought I would be doing this.
That's awesome, man. Well, you're killing it.
Thank you.
You're doing great. Mm-hmm. I mean, this thing's getting views. And like you said, yeah, you're getting really cool people on here. Now you've got the officially coolest guy on here.
Oh my God. It's so cheesy. So me and Chase, we went to
we went to middle school and high school together.
And college.
And college.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we really go back.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you knew I was a wild thing.
Yeah.
Those days.
Yeah, a little bit. Had to wrangle you in a little bit every now and then, People say, oh, Amber's coming around. I'd be like, oh,
That's how I have to be. I have to be cautious when you're around my girlfriends now, because last time I brought a girl down to Florida, I'm walking around the corner and I see you making out with my friend. I was like, what is going? And I just sat there and watched for a second. I was like,
Girl was a big fan of Chillin' Real.
yep. She wanted a free Chillin' Real.
Girl got herself a free Chillin' Real. I'll tell you, she earned it.
Oh my God, shut up.
You're the one that brought her.
No, I look over, I was like, no way. And then you guys disappeared, and me and Trace and everybody, we were like, let's go creep on Chase, and we saw you guys and we were like, what's going on? Thank God you
Hey,
guys
the
weren't doing
worst thing
nothing
that you could ever
crazy.
do as a friend is say, oh, these two just disappeared. Let's go look for them. Don't ever do that. You came and knocked on the truck door, and saw some stuff you shouldn't have seen in the truck. So thanks, Amber.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah, a little bit. It was good times. She's a good girl.
How's the dating life now? Are you like on any apps or something? I feel like I could see you as an app guy. No?
Kind of just,
Don't
married to
lie.
the job.
Oh, okay. So you don't have any.
Ain't got time for it.
You don't have any girlies
Not right now.
lined up.
Not right now.
Wow.
So send the applications in,
Oh. God, jeez.
Oh man. No, like it's just not really a priority for me right now. And when it's not that I'm buried in business, it's just that I want to grow this brand, and like my focus is right now growing this brand. And it's not fair. Like if I start dating someone right now, like it's not, because at the end of the day, right now, like they're not going to be a priority, like the top priority to me, because like this company, this company is the top priority. I mean, like
no, I love it. I mean, that's good. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm like pretty dry when it comes to dating right now. I mean, I have guys that talk to me, but
Oh, you got some guys to talk to. Who's talking to you?
nobody.
Got anybody in mind right now?
Nope.
Nope. Nobody I'm related to, surely.
I'm not telling. No. Oh my God. We gotta cut that out.
Don't cut that out.
I'm pretty sure your mom messaged me when I posted another guy on my story, because I think she kind of knew about I had a crush on your brother or something like that, and she like swooped in the DMs and she was like, no, please don't be talking to that guy or something.
Just talking about my brother? No.
I was like, oh God, no, your brother has not been on any of my stories.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna have to delete that.
Keep it in.
Yeah. So what about little Wyatt? What is he doing now? Your little
So
brother?
this last year, it was so cool to see. Okay, so both my brothers, Brody, Wyatt, and my cousin Ren, were all playing baseball together at NOC in Enid. It's junior college in Enid, Oklahoma. And Brody walked on. He played football last year at NSU. Kind of missed baseball, so he came and wanted to play baseball this year. So he walked on to NOC, and he ended up getting the starting spot in center field. My cousin Ren was the starting left fielder, and my youngest brother Wyatt was one of the starting pitchers in their rotation.
Oh, nice.
So every 3 or 4 games, you'd look up on the scoreboard, and there was 3 Rutledge kids on.
I love that.
Yeah, dude. And
Killing it.
this year, it was just awesome getting to watch them play, because I do go on the road a lot, so I miss a lot of things. Like I said, I work fairs and festivals all over the country. Well, luckily, this is kind of the slower time of the year. There's not really a lot of state fairs or gifting shows going on in the springtime. So I would get to go to Enid and watch them play, on the weekends when they were playing at home. And dude, just seeing seeing 3. It's cool to see 1, 2, but 3. 3 of your family members are starting on a college baseball team together.
Yeah.
And they had a good run this year. They had a good season. And it was awesome getting to watch them. And Ren, my cousin, he's looking to play somewhere next year. He had a hell of a season. He's getting some offers from some mid-major D1s right now.
Oh, nice.
Brody's hanging him up. He just wants to be a fireman. And Wyatt, the little baby of the group, he's the pitcher.
He's such a cutie.
He's such a cutie. My goodness.
Yeah.
But that kid's nasty on the mound, man. I mean, it's crazy because I remember growing up, whenever Wyatt would get, on the mound, it was because Wyatt threw slower than everybody. So you know, the good teams couldn't hit slow pitching. Well, now the kid's got gas, and he's throwing gas from the mound with dirty sliders and, you know, stuff like that. And he's just nasty, man. So, like, he's looking to, like...
Nasty.
He's just nasty, man.
Well, I love that. I love that.
But,
He
yeah.
seems like he's doing good.
They're doing good. You know, the family's doing good.
Well,
Family's
good.
doing good.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Of course.
You know, appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.